All right, what's up,
Hello,
guys? I
everybody.
see Jason and Seth there. How you doing?
Hmm.
Well, this is Sunday, and this is
Yeah.
Politicality. So we're going to
Hmm.
be doing what we always do, I guess. Sunday's a little bit of a lighter show, I think. I think we kind of like uh, it just depends on what's going on, I guess. Really, I
Although,
mean,
yeah, but expect me to rage about the Supreme Court at some
hmm.
point.
We're going to watch the pedophile in chief talk a little bit today. I'm sorry, but it's important. Some of it's important, some of it's ridiculous, some of it's even funny, I guess. Like if you, I mean, you have to laugh sometimes just to keep from going crazy with everything that's going on. So like we're gonna laugh at some stuff. Obviously, I think we
Hmm.
always have a good time with it, but
Oh, yeah.
uh, yeah, we're gonna look at some of the things he said. We're gonna talk about some other stuff. Some of you might have seen fair warning, she's fired up about this. Brace yourselves, people. Well, and
Oh, yeah.
I've got the worst parts too. So it's we took
Yeah.
here's the thing. Whenever Trump speaks, if you take like an hour long speech from Trump, there's usually like 5 minutes of substance to that speech, and then
Hmm.
there's a whole lot of "I'm the greatest president that ever lived." Our country's hot now. You had a dead country, and now it's hot. Like
Hmm.
it's you get a lot of this stupid shit, but like and kissing his own ass and blowing his own horn, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it. Like um, there's a lot of that, and then he always goes off on these like stories, and they said, "Sir, you're the most beautiful man I've ever seen." Like it's just, you know, or Arnold Palmer's hog. He likes to talk about that. Um,
Oh, my God. I had just forgotten about that, and thank you so much for that mental image again.
yeah, yeah. You have to remember, this is the man who told you a story about Arnold Palmer's giant schlong. The
Nah. Is it my internet or his? Let me see. Oh, okay. I guess it is his internet. Yeah, so Trump is it's absolute madness with the crap that he is doing. Let me see if I've got this loaded up. I do not have it loaded up. So, I'm going to sit here and rage about the Supreme Court. um so this whole thing, of course, he's like saying like, "Oh, the Supreme Court is all bullshit, blah 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 blah." Like what they did is crappy and all that. Yeah, but here's the thing. That fucker got 3 Supreme Court justices. He got 3 Supreme Court justices because fucking Mitch McConnell would not fucking give him wouldn't give Obama the fucking justice that he nominated because, oh, it's the last year of his presidency. We need to let the people decide. But a couple weeks before the end of Trump's term, guess what? Or it's like a couple months or something, pushes through another Supreme Court justice. So now we have 6-3, and people are losing their rights left and right. And Supreme Court, nor does Trump give a fuck about it.
Yeah,
So
yeah. He was. I think the
fuck
sentence I said to you
McConnell.
when I first called was, "You can't hear. Everybody can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I
Can
got
you?
you.
Okay, okay." So I think my response whenever I first seen it, what I sent to you was Trump was like, "Oh, how cute! The
Mm-hmm.
Supreme Court said I couldn't do a thing, so I'm going to do it anyway." Like that was, that was my immediate take on it. Like he doesn't give a shit like what the Supreme Court says. In fact, I'm going to point out, like from a
Mm-hmm.
just because I'm used to talking to people who say incredibly irrational, contradictory things. Um, we're going to pick up on some of that in this today, and it's just another example of how the things that we do within the atheist
Internet.
to being able to
Right.
look at claims and politics. Is everything working right now? Like,
At the
is
moment, yeah. What you might want to do is take your camera off and just do audio because that might because it's saying that your
What in
internet
the
is
world?
slow.
Why am I having problems?
I don't know.
I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I don't. On my end, it seems like everything's fine. I don't know what is the
It
issue.
looks fine on my end too. Okay.
Anyway, so the his ability to just ignore these things is a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
and has a lot of implications that I'm sure we'll get into and stuff. But before we do all that, first I want to tell you guys about a thing I did yesterday. So I went on a channel called the Lucy Hayes Network, and I'm going to put a link to the video in the chat. Um, yeah, and that might just show up as Lucy on your channel. But if my chat bot's even in the chat yet. There it is. So there's a link to the video I did over on her channel last night. And Lucy does a lot of stuff from Ukraine and Poland,
Mm-hmm.
and has a European perspective on American politics and American intervention or lack of intervention in the area, and
Mm-hmm.
Putin bootlicking and all that stuff. And so it was a really good conversation. Go check it out. Subscribe to the Lucy Hayes Network.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she makes great stuff. So we're going to try and have her on here in the next couple weeks here on this show to, do what we do.
Yeah.
That being said, the other thing. So look, setting and watching
Mm-hmm.
these Trump videos in order to pull a few minutes. Like this was a 45-minute thing. To pull 10 minutes of clips out of is
Mm-hmm.
very taxing. It's not a fun thing to do, but I do it so that I can come here and you guys don't have to watch 45 minutes worth of horse shit. Um, you can get the highlights,
Mm-hmm.
and I include some of the highlights. I include some of the highlights that you might see on other channels, but I also try to include some stuff that isn't widely shared out there within these things. So
Mm-hmm.
that being said, um, like and subscribe while you're here. That would help out,
Yes,
and
please
over at
do.
Lil's too. Um, the show Politicality.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can bring this back on now. It says I've got full signal and everything's. My
Okay.
computer's. I mean, it looks fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't stand doing shows not being on camera. I hate being on camera, but it's
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a necessary thing, and so I don't like not being on camera for the sake of the show. Anyway, yeah. So if you guys could just like and subscribe and all that stuff, that would be awesome. That makes it worthwhile to sit down and do these things and to spend the time on this stuff and doing 2 shows a week. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not, digging
Mm-hmm.
through clips of some sort or having to read the most ridiculous takes on political news.
Yeah.
So anyway, uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I mean, watching the Trump speeches is not fun, but like it's part of my job, like not only here but elsewhere. So I do. Luckily, I have a lot of other good stuff in my life going on, so I can kind of shove that
yeah,
aside most of the time.
yeah. I mean, it can be, and I don't recommend anybody just like
Mm-mm.
deep dive into listening to Trump for days. It would it would be
Yeah.
detrimental to your health. But the I do it because I think that there's important things to talk about with it here, and I like doing this. And Lil and I both have fun doing this show and stuff, and talking to you guys. All the polls and stuff we do again are just to interact and with the audience out there. So we appreciate you guys. Keep coming, keep watching the show. And if you're watching over on Facebook, which one person is, it looks like, hello on Facebook. I'm gonna continue to stream to the Kentucky Atheist Facebook page from now on
Mm-hmm.
and see how it goes. But yeah, all right. So, what you want to get in the video,
Yeah,
or is there
let's
something else?
no, let's rock.
Okay.
Let's get this over with. Oh, the horror.
Ascalon, it's all right. Nobody understands me either with this accent, so we're all good. Uh, Maybe if I'm real little, I can turn my camera back on. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. So let's just start here.
The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing, and I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country.
Like,
So those words may sound familiar, and you're going
yeah.
to hear some other words that are familiar here, where
Mm.
that's essentially what he said about Mike Pence not
Mm-hmm.
deciding in his favor on January 6th. Um,
Yeah.
and I think he knows what he's doing when he says things like that.
Oh, he absolutely knows. I
Yeah,
mean, he's sent his fucking mob out. Like, he has sent his mob after people like on a regular fucking basis.
yeah, yeah. This is to he knows that saying things like that will create pressure, and he says, you'll hear it. Listen for some of this
Mm-hmm.
stuff throughout the video where you're going to lose your country, you're going to stuff like that. This is what he does. He's a fascist.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Foreign countries that have been ripping us off for years are ecstatic. They're so happy. And they're dancing in the streets, but they won't be dancing for long. That I can assure you.
Do you think like when the Supreme Court decision came down that Americans weren't going to be taxed on tariffs, that foreign countries were dancing in the street? Does anybody think that happened anywhere?
I mean, this is what I keep coming back to. Is I keep coming back to, on one hand, there's one part of me that's like, he has got to know how tariffs actually work and understand what the fuck he's doing. And then there's the other side that he has apparently had these beliefs for fucking decades, and he literally might be that stupid that he does not understand, even though he has had some of the world's best economists try and explain this shit to him.
He
It could
went
be either one.
he went to Wharton.
Yeah.
Now, was it just a paid for degree or whatever? That's
Probably.
yeah. But somebody within his administration, you would think, has explained this to him, or even whenever he has interviews with people who oppose his policies and stuff, you would think that somebody had told him, like,
Mm-hmm.
that's not how tariffs work. So I don't believe that he doesn't know either. In fact, I think that's throughout this whole thing. The one thing you won't hear is him mention why the Supreme Court said that his tariffs are illegal.
Yeah.
So I probably should have included a little bit about the ruling. So I think most of you understand
Mm-hmm.
this, so I didn't. But essentially, what they said is that tariffs are a tax on the American people, and you, as president, cannot unilaterally create taxes against the American people. Congress holds that power. And
Yes.
Congress opposes these tariffs, or at least enough people do that he can't pass anything about them in Congress. They members of Congress have said since the beginning that tariffs are a tax on the American people. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
understands that. These tariffs get passed on to the consumer. That they aren't. When he puts a 15%
Mm-hmm.
tariff on foreign countries, that means you are going to pay 15% more, not the foreign
Mm-hmm.
country. Obviously, right? We all know
Yeah.
this already.
I mean, like, yeah, like, technically it goes, like, technically the importers pay it, but if you're a business owner and you're importing shit, there's no way you're going to eat the tariffs. You're going to pass them on to your consumers.
Right. Yeah. Now,
And so it's like, yeah, it's all it's all the fucking importers that are going to get money back. We are not going to see a fucking dime of that.
yeah. Yeah. The importers technically pay it, and yeah, there would be no way to. I mean, the only way that you could give money back to the American people this way would be to do what he
Mm-hmm.
said he was going to do and give everybody a check, because of tariffs, which
Yeah.
was bullshit, but
Mm-hmm.
a lie.
My opinion that the court has been swayed by foreign interests and a political movement that is far smaller than people would ever think. It's a small movement. I won by millions of votes. We won in a landslide. With all the cheating that went on, there was a lot of it, but we still won in a landslide. Too big to rig. But these people are obnoxious, ignorant, and loud. They're very loud. And I think
The projection
certain
is
justices
off the
are
chart.
afraid of that. They don't want to do the right thing. They're afraid of it.
The projection is off the fucking charts.
Yeah, yeah. The MAGA has, since it's been shrinking, it's became more fanatical and louder. It's just, um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know,
yeah. It's fucking crazy that he can sit there and claim that, oh, the other side is this, and this. Bitch, that's everything you are and everything you're doing. So, like, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
I
I
cannot
mean,
tell you how glad I will be when this guy is no longer in office and I never have to see his face again.
yeah. I mean, I don't enjoy having like being like, oh, we're gonna listen to Trump today. I don't think this is like a great show. Whenever this happens, but
Mm-hmm.
there was important things said here because this was his immediate temper tantrum reaction, and um, we'll get into what he actually did and stuff in a minute. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's a reason why we're watching it. I'm sorry that it has to be Trump, guys. Yeah, you will notice though he has Howard Nutlick here behind him.
Oh, God.
Um, Here's the
Yeah.
thing. He talks about how disappointed he is in the Supreme Court and how radical left Democrats did this and that to him, and I won the election. He's in this case, he's not even being a sore loser. He's being a sore winner. He won the
Yeah.
election, and he's still bitching like they
Barely, but
cheated. And
yeah.
but that's
Barely, but
what he's
still.
getting ready
And
to do.
yeah, it's just like, it's fucking infuriating to know. And yeah, like, having to, like, what, like, even just him popping up on the news, like, I get it, it's not fun, but it's one of those things that, like it or not, he is the fucking president, and what he says fucking matters, whether he's being, well, he's never being honest, but whether he's lying his ass off or just blaming other people for his shit. Like,
Yeah,
what he says does fucking matter.
yeah. I mean, it's just like I can't get past the pedophile thing. I get stuck on that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, here
Anybody
you
who
have,
can get past that, like,
yeah,
has some issues.
but we won't do that again today.
Mm.
But it is weird that he's got Howard standing behind him here, and he's talking about, you know, people cheating and not being honest and all this other shit, and it's like you guys have covered up for these people, and this guy behind you lied to Congress and everybody else about it, and it's just um,
Mm-hmm.
it's just another example of their will to do evil is outdone by their own incompetence. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but all right,
Mm-hmm.
Because we're doing so well as a country. We've never done so well. The good news is that there are methods, practices, statutes, and authorities as recognized by the entire court in this terrible decision, and also as recognized by Congress, which they refer to, that are even stronger than the IEEPA tariffs available to me as President of the United States. And in actuality, I was very modest in my ask of other countries and businesses because I wanted to do and it's very important. I want to be very well behaved because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do have to say, him saying "IEPA" reminds me of the Simpsons movie. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
IEPA.
Yeah. That's actually. I didn't think about
And
that. But
the thing is it's like it just reminds me of him being like crazy grandpa and screaming about IPA. Like
yeah.
that's fucking him. That's him.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the fuck are we doing, people? What the fuck are we doing? Oh,
Yeah. So this is the first where he gets into this whole big contradiction thing, because his whole point here is, I'm disappointed in the Supreme Court. These people
mhm.
didn't do what's right for America. I'm doing what's right for America. But then he turns around and says, actually, what they did, it makes things stronger, and I can do more, and it's better, and we can do more tariffs. And the reason, again, the reason that they shot him down on the blanket tariffs is because it's a tax on the American people, and only Congress has the
Mhm.
power to create new taxes like that. The president can't do it. So
Mhm.
for him to say there's other things I can do and I can still do these tariffs, he's missing the whole point of the judgment. And I imagine they'll have to come back and do this again, or they'll probably allow it this time,
Yeah.
because our Supreme Court is corrupt.
No kidding. And I
Yeah,
mean
we have a
that's
rapist
like,
and a
yeah.
corrupt uh, person who
Like
takes money from every rich person around the
yeah.
world. And
Yeah. Like I would absolutely despise it if it was a 6-3 conservative majority, but if like they were actually fucking principled, I'd have a bit of a less problem with it. What I do have it's just like, oh my god, like just the fucking corruption and like horrificness. And don't forget about the fucking flag incident with fucking Alito and his wife,
yeah, yeah,
and her being a racist piece of shit, and all the shit that fucking Clarence Thomas has done, and like, fuck all of them. Fuck them all.
yeah. Her involvement in the big lie on January 6th, and like Alito, the whole cover up with the flag and supporting white supremacists and all that crap. And then like you have Kavanaugh, who again, just another member. Well, he's not
Mm-hmm.
a member of this administration, but a product of this administration that sexually assaulted women for sport. And then the other guy that takes all the bribes. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, those are the ones that voted on Trump's side. Imagine that. Uh,
Yeah, it's fucking bonkers, and this is the thing that bothers me about this Supreme Court, especially with some of them um uh like fucking Gorsuch and Barrett, is like at times, and even Roberts at times, they've kind of been like, no, fuck you, Trump, we're doing our, like, we're conservatives, we're doing our own thing, which, like I said, granted, I still would not approve of their shit at all, but they're not just bending over to what Trump did. And they've done that with some rulings, and then other rulings, it's just like, here, sir, may I have another? Like,
well, this 45-minute speech is littered with sir anecdotes. Yeah. We've got one coming up here in a few minutes. But yeah,
oh my
Amy is a
god.
snake. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they all are. And by the way, keep in mind, every single one of them said that they would uphold Roe versus Wade because it was such a law. Every fucking single one of them. I personally think they need to be in prison for perjury. Like they do.
Yeah.
They lied. They
Yeah.
straight up fucking lied.
Yeah, it seems to be like a rite of passage to be a Republican. You have to lie in front of Congress at least twice.
Yeah.
I wanted to do anything, I didn't want to do anything that would affect the decision of the court because I understand the court. I understand how They are very easily swayed. I want to be a good boy.
Oh, God.
I have very effectively utilized tariffs over the past year to make America great again. Our stock market has just recently broken 50,000 on the Dow, and simultaneously, and even more amazingly, broken 7,000 on the S&P, two numbers that everybody thought upon our landslide election victory could not be attained. Think of that. Nobody thought it was possible to do it within 4 years, and we did it in 1 year. They said you'll never be able. You'll go back and you read the geniuses, read their statements. All of the Nobel Prize winners in economics, they said, no, you couldn't do it in 4 years. Well, we didn't do it in 4 years. We did it in 1 year. We broke every record in the book, and we're continuing to do so. Tariffs have likewise been.
All right, so he pulls a Pam Bondi on us there, and goes from, I'm not going to follow this Supreme Court decision to, I'm not following it because the stock market broke 50,000, and tries to, this is just, it's the same exact thing Pam Bondi did. It makes me curious of who wrote her rebuttals for Congress, because you hear many of the same things come out of Trump's mouth, and of course, it could just be coincidence. They're like a cult, so they repeat the same shit. But makes me wonder if the White House wrote all that up for her to say.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things that, like, yeah, like, I can totally see the White House going with winning their nomination, but it doesn't fucking matter because Mitch McConnell was going to get him passed anyway. Yeah. Fuck Mitch McConnell, the fucking turtle. Like, holy shit. Ever since someone made that comparison, I cannot unsee it. I see him and I see a turtle.
Yeah, he's not very McConnell. He, Kentucky has a lot of bad things.
Okay, that being said, I grant you a pass because I have fucking Ted Cruz and fucking Abbott.
Yeah, well, that's
so I give you I give you a pass on McConnell because we got Cruz. Like, I have no room to talk.
Yeah, I mean, Ted Cruz is kind of like the slimiest bastard on earth.
Yeah, I kid you not. People here. So if you remember, I think it was 2001, we had that massive ice storm that, like, there were freezing temperatures, like, even like down in like South Texas, and ice, and that's all fine and dandy, but you just have to understand, like, we don't get storms like that, and we especially don't get storms that are that cold for that long here. It's always warmer than that. But he got busted going to Cancun. He actually got a picture taken of him at the Houston airport flying to Cancun. People here still, even if they like him, still refer to him as Cancun Cruz.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that'll forever be what Ted Cruz is famous for, is running away while his state was dealing with ice storms and electrical grid issues. Yeah.
Jason, I was trying to forget about that fact. But I do have a fun story about that. I got to call him a rat bastard to his face. So.
Oh, well, that's fun.
It was unfortunately at a family wedding that was about 10 years ago or so. And my dad pointed out that he was sitting right behind us. I got us kicked out of the wedding, but my dad thought it was hilarious. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I called him a rat bastard to his face. It was fun.
Ted Cruz is like, like in old cartoons, you would have like the super villain who was like, there was like a hierarchy. So there would be like, for example, we'll use one of my favorites from my childhood, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You had Crane, who was like the mastermind. And Shredder was like the big enforcer and the tough guy. But then you had people like the Rat King. Ted Cruz
Yeah.
is the Rat King. He or the bug guy, like one of these low level villains that's too stupid for their own good and just a slimy bastard, like you said. So yeah. Um, what's the opinion on the upcoming war on Iran in the U.S.?
They better not fucking do it.
I think they're going to.
I mean, I think they are, but like, this is not going to be. It's not going to be as simple as they think it is, which I don't think they give a fuck. Um, it. I am fully. It's most likely going to end up much worse than like even Iraq was.
I think
So
even if Iran makes a deal with the United States, that Israel bombs the shit out of them as soon as they give up those missiles. Uh,
yeah, and I mean, here's the thing too: is like the U.S. going and doing this. Like, we cannot do this on our fucking own. There have been a ton of countries who have said, no, you cannot use our land, you cannot use our airspace for this. Even though we have aircraft carriers, like, in the Gulf, like, you still need, like, places to land and shit like that to, like, to do the logistics if you're going to do a full on war. We do not have that support. We don't have the support that we would normally have.
well,
So I think it's going to be a lot more difficult than they think it's going to be.
I think that that them talking about this may be like a weeks long war or whatever. That's what they always say.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get into a war with Iran, you're going to be stuck at war in that area for decades. Um, that being said, I don't think for their initial strikes and things that they need those things. They would obviously be better, but so one of the things, the reason that they're going to war is because they've deployed what's called AWACS. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so these are you might have heard of them during 9/11 or something. These are these logistical planes that fly really high and they have a big round disc on top of them. And what they are is they're radar that's in the air, because if you're high enough above the Earth's surface like that, you can use this radar without having to be concerned about the curvature of the Earth. Sorry, flat earthers, I know that this is upsetting, but the
Yeah.
hold on, I needed that. So you
Gotta do what you gotta do.
so these these are a telltale sign that there is going to be some sort of operation, that it's imminent, that this is going to happen. Now, um, that you'll see like a show of force is sending all the, sending like a strike group over there, but of course he sent multiple strike groups, which again is a thing. But um, the building up of forces, can be a show of strength to try and intimidate and get people to do a thing. But those AWACS, those are only there if we're doing a thing. Like those are, you'll see,
Mhm.
you'll see. But yeah. So anyhow, I think that no matter what happens, even if Iran capitulated to Trump today, which by the way they can't, Iran can't agree to that deal
Mhm.
because they have nuclear power, and they're essentially telling them you can't even enrich uranium for your own nuclear power anymore.
Yeah.
The But also like with Israel and other places, Israel specifically attacking everybody over there now, and have already attacked Iran. They fought back and forth. I'm not saying Iran's the good guy here, but sometimes there is no good guy. But
Mhm.
the I think that if Iran gives up those missiles, Israel just bombs them off the map anyway. Like
Yeah.
I think that no matter what, they're going to try and take out the Ayatollah and his forces. Like
Yeah,
they're
they
you
are. I somebody brought this up, and I don't. I don't necessarily buy into this, but it's one of those things that you can sit back and you can be like, that would make sense. Is that Venezuela was basically a trial run for Iran to see if they could run in and grab somebody.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't necessarily think
Yeah,
that's the
you're
case,
also.
but it would not.
I don't
At the
either.
same time, it wouldn't surprise me if that was
I
the case.
don't think. I don't think that Venezuela. I don't think that any of that had that they had Iran in mind at any time. I
I
don't
mean,
think that this
he's been
administration
threatening
is
to go.
that far
Well,
thinking forward.
he's been and here's the thing: is he's been threatening to fucking go to war with Iran since his first term.
Yeah.
He's been just like,
I mean,
ah,
we've already
okay,
dropped bombs on Iran. Like
yeah,
it's so
yeah,
yeah.
and like I said, I mean, the thing is like, I mean, with at least with Venezuela, like there's nothing but water in between like our two territories, and it's not that far off. But the deal with like Iran is like I said, like you need like it's going to be extremely difficult to get the support you need. Like if you need um like if you need more ships in there, they're not going to let you go through any of the canals. You're going to have to go all the way around
Oh,
because
sure, yeah.
yeah, like and there's like a ton like what are you going to do about airspace? What are you going to do about your because we have a lot of military assets over there, and if they're saying no, you can't use our airspace,
Yeah.
like it's going to take a while to get everything over.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to care. They're going to do it anyway. The those because those other places, what are they going to do about it? Are they going to attack American planes? Like I don't think so. I think they'll just violate their airspace just blatantly. But yeah, they need that though because this isn't about putting troops on the ground. So for any sustained war, they're going to have to, of course, have troops over there and everything else, and then they need the bases and all that stuff. I mean, they can't. They're not going to be able to. They're going to get stuck looking pretty bad here if this doesn't work out and they can't sustain a war over there because of they don't have a place to put the troops. I mean. All right.
Sorry, my dog's being weird.
Oh, right. I see what you're laughing at.
It's Daisy right
Been
here.
used
Daisy
to end
decided to come.
5 of the 8 wars that I settled. I settled 8 wars, whether you like it or not, including India, Pakistan, big ones, nuclear. Could have been nuclear.
Nuclear.
Told you. Daisy.
It could be nuclear.
That's like, and I get like a lot of people do not take him seriously. I get a lot of world leaders do not take his shit seriously. But that is not something you need to fucking say as the fucking president. I'm sorry. Do not fucking use. Don't say fucking nuclear. Just don't fucking do it.
Yeah, well, every time that he talks about his 8 wars that he says this same line every time. He's like, I stopped 8 wars, whether anybody likes it or not, and Pakistan, India, like that's what he says every time.
Although notice he's completely dropped Greenland, like completely dropped off the fucking map.
Yeah, I think he got punked out at the
Yeah, he tacoed on fucking everything.
Mm-hmm. I think they told him whenever you see the clip of him saying we haven't. Hold on. Oh. All right. Sorry. Am I still here? Okay.
Yeah, you're still here.
Whenever he comes out and says that we have an infinite plan in place and it's all that stupid shit he said about Greenland after his speech at the World Economic thing, I think he had just had a discussion after what he said with some of the other world leaders, and I think they pretty much told him like, yeah, man, you're gonna have to quit this shit, all right? And Trump always chickens out, right? So
yeah,
he would have completely backed down from him, like he did Gavin Newsom.
Like he's just, oh god, he's so goddamn reckless. Like he's so fucking reckless with everything. And I get part of it's intentional, but like, God damn, dude.
Lil, he
Mhm.
did receive the FIFA Peace Prize.
Oh yeah,
Jason is reminding you.
and don't forget that he's on the board of peace too.
Yeah,
There is
he's
that.
he's the head of the Board of Peace. He's the it's the greatest Board of Peace ever.
Slightly off, but did you see what Zelensky said about the quote unquote peace talks? He said like, I don't need a fucking history lesson. It was like, I don't need this history shit or something
Yeah.
like that. It was fantastic. It was just like the best response
Well,
ever.
that's how that's how they need to talk
Mhm.
to these people. If
Yeah,
we would quit pretending that it's the right thing to do is to be politically correct when people say
yeah,
stupid things, rather than punishing them
yeah,
intellectually for the stupid things that they say.
yeah,
Things,
and yeah, and like here's something else on that point. Like, I've seen a lot of people get all pissed off at Zelensky because he said shit. I think
yeah.
politicians should use it in the same way that
Trump dropped an F bomb
I have
2 days
essentially taught
ago.
my, yeah, that have actually like taught my kids, like, because like I kind of let them swear a bit growing up, but I said like, look, if you're going to use it, don't use it just because you can say the word. Use it for emphasis.
Yeah, right, yeah,
And
yeah,
so like
and
if they drop a
it should
shit
be
or they
called shit.
drop a fuck, like it should be like, oh damn, I need to pay attention to this.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. It should be called shit. Like that's the right
Hmm.
term.
Yeah,
Um, uh, uh,
absolutely.
Trump, for anybody to argue that though is ridiculous. Like Trump cusses in front of the media, and they're always reporting on him going on tirades in the Oval Office and cussing at everybody and everything. Like he's got dementia. He's Trump's not right in the head, and so to bitch about somebody else saying a cuss word because of Trump saying something stupid, I think that's an absurd argument. But yeah, I do agree with you though.
Hmm.
All right, let's see. Next stupid thing. We should be getting to the first Sir story.
Mm.
All of those tariffs remain. They all remain. I don't know if you know that. And
Can I mention like just listen to how bad he's slurring?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, like he's obviously having medical issues. I've seen a couple medical professionals that have straight up said like he is not gonna last a year. Like
yeah,
at the very least, like he's not going to be in office by the end of the year because he's just not going to be able to do it.
right. Yeah, he's. I mean, I think they've pretty well sussed out that the bruises on his hands that continue to this day are him receiving monthly treatments for dementia, and so um, I don't I don't know how long they're able to like keep this charade up, but
Hmm.
yeah,
they all remain. We're still getting them, and we will after the decision. I guess there's nobody left to appeal to. But again, those three people, such respect. I've had a lot of respect for them anyway, but such great respect. But other alternatives will now be used to replace the ones that the court incorrectly rejected. We have alternatives, great alternatives. Could be more money. We'll take in more money, and we'll be a lot stronger for it. We're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars. We'll continue to do so. To show you how ridiculous the opinion is, however.
all right, yeah. How I'm sorry that clip was so long. The um I should have cut that way down. Because the point was is him just being like, oh well, the court said this and they're incorrect, and there's nobody left to appeal to.
Hmm.
That means it's because you lost, dumbass. Like there's nobody else to appeal to because you've appealed to everybody, and they've said this is illegal to do, and your response to that is, oh well. We'll just call it something else and do the same thing anyway. Fuck what the court says. Like
Hmm.
this is a bad thing. Okay. uh, this demonstrates now, in clear, slurred Trump English that
Is it
I,
English?
I, I, I didn't want to call it plain English because it's just it's not,
I'm not quite sure it qualifies as English
Trump
almost.
Trump's version of dementia addled slurred English is like just
Yeah.
plainly saying there is no balance of powers anymore. We're going to do what the fuck we want. Like,
Mm-hmm.
let the
Yeah.
Supreme Court. I don't care. I'll just sick my people on them by saying the same things I said in the January
Yeah.
6th speech, and we'll do what we want anyway.
Yeah. Which, I mean, this is like, it's one of those things that he's sitting there saying, like, oh, well, this is going to be in lawsuits and blah, blah, blah. No, it's fucking not. It's the fucking Supreme Court. What they say on this matter is final. Like, that's the way that our government's set
Yeah,
up. That's the way it is. He is saying, like, yeah, we're going to fucking ignore this.
yeah. Well,
In any reasonable world, he would immediately get impeached for ignoring the Supreme Court.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
immediately.
yeah. And the thing is they leave this out over and over, but the Supreme Court decision told him how to go about doing it if he wanted to
Yeah.
keep doing it,
Yeah.
and how to do it legally because what you're doing is illegal. Like, they told him how to do it, that he needed to go through Congress, but instead of even worrying about trying to work with Congress or anything, because he knows that's not going to be good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, I've heard, like, it could possibly. Oh, well, I don't even know if it would get past the House, but there's some possibility it might
no,
get past
no,
the House. But almost every single analyst I've seen has a, like, there's no way in fuck it's getting through. It's getting through the Senate, because the thing is like, even the Senate, the people who are not up for election this time pretty much know, like, he is going to be out of the picture by the time they run again, and they're trying their damnedest to distance themselves from him.
yeah,
Like, with
yeah.
back, not pissing him off, but backing off enough that they can be like, hey man, I didn't do this shit.
So let's think about this as reasonable folks for a second, and this may be something that people haven't thought about, but let's just work our way through this real quick. So people are beginning their campaigns for the midterm elections coming up in November. Um, Trump is the most unpopular president in history by every poll that you can look at or find. He is Trump is the most hated man in America, and they hate his
Yeah.
policies and they hate tariffs especially. So all of that's true. Now, if you're one of those members who are worried about getting reelected because Trump is doing all these awful things, then what's the move here, right? If Trump would take this to Congress, what's the move? It's to
Yeah.
speak out against Trump as a Republican,
Yeah.
and I think that there's too many that are seeing that picture, and that if he goes to Congress, I think he would lose badly in both the House and the Senate, not just
Yeah.
barely. I think it would be bad.
Yeah.
He knows
Because
that.
yeah, because the thing is that, like it or not, like, the people in Congress, whether they like it or not, like, they know that no matter how much fucking money they get, they still have to get the votes to get elected. They
Yeah, right.
still do. And the thing that I have said over and over and over, especially here, is you cannot lie to people about their own fucking pocketbooks. And a
Yeah.
ton of companies just came out, like, within the last week and said, hey, because of the tariffs, we're going to have to hike our prices even higher. And you can't fucking lie to people about this shit. Like,
For
I
anybody
know.
else out there, sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
For anybody else out there that lives on like a top budget or day to day, or you're struggling with money, I can tell you that you can never ask me how much money I have and I not know, and not know how much
Exactly.
money I spent on X and Y and Z, because uh, and the thing is that they've organized all this to favor billionaires, but most people are not billionaires, and so they don't like this. The billionaires love it, but most people don't favor this. So, like, they don't understand that though, because like Trump's never had to pay a bill or scrape up $20 to buy groceries or whatever. He's never experienced those things. He's never, he thinks you have to have an ID to buy bread. So like, yeah, they just don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm like, I know from like I know exactly how much is in my bank account. I know exactly how much all my bills are. So when my bills come up the next month, if they've gone up, I sure as hell know about it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, no doubt. Like
yeah.
if my internet bill goes up another dollar next month,
Yeah.
I'm gonna know. Like and I'm gonna say, yeah, the internet bill just keeps going up. Like people know how much they spend on these things because even middle class households, are a lot of times on a budget,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so
I
people
mean,
aren't
yeah.
they're not falling for this shit. Like
The vast majority, like I'm sitting here trying to think of anybody that I personally know who I can think of maybe two people who are not either living paycheck to paycheck, or if they have like some sort of massive hit or crisis or something, like their car gets wrecked, they are completely fucked. I
yeah,
know maybe two people who are not in that category. And this is like
right.
the thing is like there's almost not even a middle class anymore. There's like a little teeny sliver that's so middle class, and it's either the super rich or everybody that's you cannot. That if you lose your
Well,
job, like you're screwed in a couple months, no matter what you
I,
do.
I live in one of the reddest red places to be red.
Hmm.
The I can tell you the
Oh no. Well, yeah, I also live in a super super red area. Like, I think this district went something like plus 30 for Trump. It was like fucking insane. But
all right.
and
So can you
even
hear me?
yeah, um,
Okay.
even so, like starting at the beginning of last year when he got into office, there were still Trump flags and MAGA like
Sorry.
stickers and shirts and red hats and all that shit around. There is none of that now. There, I have
Speaking of
not seen.
church, what the fuck, Lil?
Oh my god. Yeah. Sorry. I meant to take pictures and I forgot. It's my grandson's
Okay.
birthday, so I've been a little busy. But check this
Here you
out.
go.
It's still a little wrinkly, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah, so
love it.
that's one of the shirts we're selling down there. Buy one. Uh,
Also,
there's links down there. You can check out the other stuff too.
can I promote something real quick?
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
So everybody who knows Ember from Better Than Ember, she's got these really cool
Well, wait, you can't promote
jacket.
Ember. I'm fucking with you. Go
I'm going
ahead.
to, like it or not.
I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
And I want to say it was I think she said 2014. An employee at NASA had done the standard parade flag with space pictures, which of course, if you've seen the NASA space pictures, they're amazing. But they did the pride flag. Of course, this regime comes into office and they delete that. Ember has completely recreated not only the original pride flag, but like all of them, and is working on all of them and has ally flags and everything. And she's got a really cool thing on her store where if you go, there is a promo code, which I will put in chat. You can use my promo code.
There you
And
go.
it gets you, I think it's like $1 off the stickers, which they're $6, but they're like big, like 5-inch stickers. So like they're pretty sizable, but they are so freaking cool looking. So go check them out. They're awesome. So I would definitely go pick up one. I'm actually planning on getting some of them. She's worked really hard on it, and the images that she's picked for them are just phenomenal. There is also an actual like flag for the pride. It is more expensive than normal pride flags, but that's because it's got the whole it's got the space imagery on it, and it's actually that detailed, so it's really really cool. So absolutely, I would go check that out. And I have a promo code to it, which I put in chat, which is just so cool. So, you back to?
Well, son of a bitch. I don't know what the problem is today with this. I don't know if it's I don't know. Everything seems to be working fine on my end, and then it just reconnects. So it might be you.
It happens.
Anyway,
That's how mine was the other day.
yeah, what I was gonna say is that Ember's store, I think, because Fourth Wall has like a social networking thing for creators like to do. I
Yeah.
think we can fix it to where we can actually show Ember's products and stuff over here. If you want to do that and stuff, so we can have some pictures of it and things. But yeah, and I'll go and check my Fourth Wall account and see if there isn't a way that I can link to Ember so that you can find her store whenever you go to mine.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
She's always got like awesome shirts and stuff that she throws up there. I've got a ton of them, so
Yeah,
yeah, they're good.
yeah, yeah. I've seen some of the. No, actually, I've seen what was going to be the final thing the other day on Facebook. She shared it. So yeah, that's super cool. I'm
Yeah,
glad that
they're just so cool. Like, I mean, and I like rainbows as is because I've got this here, and then if you've ever seen it, I've got a little I can't grab it right now, but I've got a little rainbow thing above me that says just a little ray of pitch black sunshine with a little reaper on it. It's
Are
cute.
you fucking kidding me? Oh, it was
And
you that cut out that time. Everybody else heard me say, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
God damn it, Kip.
Right, right.
And so, I mean, yeah, like I love the pride flags, but like these, especially since they're like space, is just like the coolest fucking pride flags ever. Ever. So go get some. Like they're awesome.
Right on. Okay, yeah, yeah. Anytime you can always plug whatever you want. I don't care. I let people come on here and talk about whatever they want. It doesn't matter to me.
Trevor Rose like that reminds me of Ray Comfort trying to demonstrate a banana.
Oh, it does.
Thank you for that mental image. Thank you so much.
Oh, it was Lil this time, not me. I'm still here.
I'm still here. Okay.
Oh, you're disappearing on my end, and it says offline.
Oh, well, now mine's going back and forth. God damn internet.
I'm gonna play the damn video. Okay.
Go.
Court said that I'm not allowed to charge even $1. I can't charge $1. Can't charge $1. I would have used 1 penny, but we don't make the pennies anymore. We save money. Can't charge $1 to any country under IEPA. Not $1. I assume to protect other countries. This must have been done to protect those other countries, certainly not the United States of America, which they should be interested in protecting. That's what they're supposed to be protecting. But I
can't believe, I don't know why I made these clips so long.
I mean, it's one thing because like we can get through it,
yeah,
without having like something to say every 30 seconds, but it's not good for anybody's mental health.
We're halfway through.
I'm glad everybody's here.
We're halfway through the show and halfway through the clips. So,
so yeah.
I mean, it's working out, but
if we have to be tortured, so does the audience.
I've set whenever I had to sit and listen to this editing it. So generally, how that goes is like I play the video, and then whenever I hear the part where I want to cut, I just hit S on my computer and make a slice, and then I go back and fix it all. Right. So, and along the way, like on the other side of that, I delete chunks of the video as I go, stupid shit that I don't want to hear, and listen. So when you do that, a lot of times you have to go back to the start of that to see where you started and what that clip is, and like put fade in and fade outs or some sign that tells me to pause here, like That's what all the fades are about, guys. It's just so I know when to pause the video. But the listening to this over and over to edit it is just it's torture.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
why I said if we have to suffer through it, so does the audience. I mean, we sat through this whole fucking thing. You guys could sit through 10 minutes of it.
Yeah. Here's how we've decided to build a channel by torturing your ears. All
At
right.
least you get fun commentary with it. So
No, I mean, there's things that need to be said, like
yeah,
because what we see with a lot of MAGA is they'll go around and the little lines, the little quips that he said in this speech, that's the little things that they're going to go around and repeat now. So
I
let's just go ahead and take care of it here.
I also yeah, and I mean like I also think that it's a bit more effective to show just how much he is fucking losing his mind if the clips are a little bit longer because you get it all in context and be like that real like that didn't make much sense on the clip on the news. But oh my god, I didn't know it was that bad.
Well, I've got one. There's one of those quotes coming up that we should probably maybe I'll take it out of the transcript or go top it up or something. A quote he says here in a minute, and it's one of our quotes of what the fuck was Trump talking about here. And yeah, so I did include one little clip of him doing that, but that is the reason for a lot of the cuts because it's like, okay, he starts out and he talks about what we're talking about here, then he goes on about how much he loves the justices and they're great and all that stuff, and it's like I don't want to hear all that. So
Yeah.
let's take that out, and it's him rambling on about other things. But yeah, you're exactly right. If we played this video in its entirety, we would all probably
We
need
will
counseling afterwards. But
that's a little bit of an understatement.
the yeah the it's just it's so you think that I ramble and I'm hard to follow sometimes. This is horrible.
Oh,
Trump's way worse than me at it.
this is the horrible thing, or like the detriment of the fact that I have followed this guy for years since he fucking came on the political scene. Like I have to remind myself that he is rambling that much because I'm just so used to how he talks now that I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not normal.
Well, even when people do the jokes, like he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Sir," with tears pouring down his face, like that whole
Yeah.
line like has become a meme because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's his trademark.
Oh god.
we're
Hopefully he
fucked.
doesn't try to
We're fucked
actually
as a
trademark it.
country and a species.
Luckily he doesn't try to actually trademark it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You're not allowed
Mm,
to move you're not allowed to move your hands like this when you talk unless you pay Trump $1
or
billion.
do the thing.
Yeah. All right. I'll
Oh my
play some more.
god.
Allowed to cut off any and all trade or business with that same country. In other words, I can destroy the trade. I can destroy the country. I'm even allowed to.
He's like slipped that in there, didn't he?
Yeah, you want to see
A little bit of
scale.
admission in the middle of it. I can destroy the
Yeah,
country.
you want to see a full
Lil's
fucking
offline on
scale.
my end again.
To impose a foreign
Damn it.
country destroying embargo. I can embargo. I can do anything I want, but I can't charge $1.
They're called laws.
Yeah, like you want to see a full scale fucking revolt? Try to pull that shit.
Yeah. I can walk around and talk to everybody I want, but I'm not allowed to threaten one person. Like that's the argument here.
Yeah.
How fucking stupid.
Mm.
Okay.
Because that's not what it says. And that's not the way it even reads. I can do anything I want to do to them, but I can't charge any money.
All right. So real quick, let's read between the lines a little bit here. I can do anything I want to them, but I can't charge any money. But we're going to keep charging them money. So I can do anything I want, is what he's just said. He says it repeatedly in this speech. He
Like,
can do anything he wants.
I mean, yeah, like shit like this. This is
Yeah.
the kind of shit that makes me. It makes me curious on whether he actually knows what tariffs are, or if he actually is really that fucking stupid and does not.
If you're okay with him saying that, you are not a conservative, first of all, in any fucking
Yeah,
way whatsoever. Like, let's be clear. What is conservative about that?
yeah. I
The
mean, yeah, like I disagree with conservatives on everything, but at least a conservative I can at least talk to.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I tried to. I know there's no way in hell we'll get it, but I tried to send a email to Thomas Massey to try and get him to even do a
Damn.
little recorded interview or something with me, since Kentucky and all. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe I could pull.
Maybe I
I
should
don't
try.
think it's gonna happen.
Maybe I should try because he probably sees the atheist and is like, nope,
Nope.
nope.
Go ahead and throw that away. That got checked as trash immediately. But there's a few different pieces of legislation that gives him authority. You're saying those other routes aren't valid. Why not? Okay, so the Supreme Court's decision didn't. Okay,
Mhm.
the Supreme
But
Court's decision was that those were illegal, and I know, like, his argument is under IEPA, I can't do these, but I have other versions to do it. And there's it's not that there's not some truth to there's other ways to get to tariffs. That's true, but it's these blanket tariffs across the world that they're telling him he can't do because it's a tax on the American citizens, and the president cannot enact taxes unilaterally. He needs
yeah,
Congress to vote on that to do it.
yeah,
That's the problem. It's not
and
IEPA.
yeah, and even the one that's being floated around that he's going to use for it, that's only in effect. I want to say it's either 150 or 180 days. Like, and then if they want to be extended past that, Congress has to vote on it. So either way, he's got to go through Congress.
Yeah.
Like
I,
in the end, he's got to go through Congress.
Right-handed Sith said only two good things come from Kentucky,
I
Joe
do
and
agree.
bourbon. Hey, send me a ticket and I'll bring the bourbon with me. We get both. All right. Sorry, I had to say it, but we'll let him cry all he wants. He's been saying he can do it otherwise for a year now. Yeah, I know. And that's essentially, I think we agree there. Let him cry all he wants. He's going to do that anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah,
What I'm most concerned about, like, I get it. This is Trump. Trump does this shit. What I'm most concerned about is a fucking precedent that's setting. Because if you if we get somebody in who is not fucking insane, but who is just plain fucking evil, like, they can turn around and say, like, well, he did it. Why can't I? Like,
yeah,
I'm worried about the precedent that it sets. And the thing is like, that should flat out freak everybody out. Because one thing that I've argued with some people that I know is like, if you have a problem with the other side doing something, like, you or like if you have or like if you have a situation where one side does something, you have got to be okay with the other side doing it too, because
yeah.
you're saying the precedent for it to happen in this case, like with the whole like gerrymandering shit.
It shouldn't even be that kind of thing. That's not
Yeah.
like, so democracy is, we
Mm-hmm.
have certain rules that we operate within, this like a majority rules deal, and you do those within the laws that have been created, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the laws that have been passed and
Yeah.
ratified and all that shit. Like, so at that point, if you let democracy do its thing, people are going to disagree and vote and whatever, and it'll pass. But that's if you're using the balance of powers effectively, right? So whenever you start taking out, like, the Supreme Court's authority here, to say you can't do this thing because it's illegal. You know, we're the ones
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
enforce the Constitution and the law. Well, not enforce it,
Yeah.
but
And
dictate it, I guess.
and the thing is, the thing that cracks me up though is that the right does this shit all the time. Like I said, with the gerrymandering shit, Texas fucking tried to do it. A couple other Democrat states said, "All right, we'll play this game," and
Yeah.
it backfired spectacularly.
Well, democracy is supposed to work. Now, the president's told that he can't do this thing because it's illegal, but he can
Mm-hmm.
do it with approval of Congress if they want to make it a law. So that
Yeah.
you let the system work, and this is just evidence that
Yeah.
our government is fundamentally fucking broken and does not work at all at this point.
Yeah, and even then, like, it also shows how just like authoritarian he is,
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah, yeah.
he has to know that Congress is not going to pass this shit.
He's not
Like,
going to let Congress even vote on it.
yeah, oh, he's not, but like, I think one of the big reasons behind that is because he knows it's not going to pass.
If,
He
if
knows it's
Congress
not.
if Congress voted on this and
Mhm.
said no, you can't do tariffs, it's a law now, he would
Yeah,
just veto it, or even if it was forced through, he just he's not gonna he just said it. I'm gonna do what I
yeah,
want.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, yeah, that's exactly the case, and like that's kind of the exact point I'm making is he's just skipping all the steps in the middle.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he's passed even a, because at least in the first administration, even though he did a fuck ton of horrible stuff, they at least attempted to remain somewhat legitimate with what they were
right,
doing and finding quote unquote legal reason. And now they're just like, fuck it, we're doing
yeah,
what we want.
yeah. There's a way this is supposed to work, and they've decided, we're just gonna do it different.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's there's a reason a couple of weeks ago he's using the Constitution as toilet paper, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a new thing he does.
No,
All right.
no, it's not. It's just more. It's just more overt at this
Yeah.
point than it was before.
All right. Well, here we go with some more. Sorry.
So I'm allowed to destroy the country, but I can't charge him a little fee. I could give him a little 2 cent fee, but I cannot charge under any.
That is creepy. I'm sorry, but the way he said that was like the creepiest fucking thing.
You want a piece of candy?
It's like there are times where, like, yeah, he sounds just like a fucking adult old guy, and then other
Yeah.
times, oh my god, you can hear the creep in his voice.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like skin crawling. Holy crap!
Yeah. He, and I mean, it kind of fits.
Mm-hmm.
It was distracting as all hell to me that Howard Lutnick's here in this picture, and he's the whole time talking about like people doing wrong and all this other stuff, and acting like he gives a shit about the law and stuff. Whenever this motherfucking pedophile lying bastard's standing right behind him.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know that he's a pedophile, but probably. He wouldn't be in Trump's cabinet if he wasn't,
Yeah. Ugh.
This video is getting demonetized. All right, let's go.
Yeah, it's just like fuck it.
Circumstances, I cannot charge them anything. Think of that. How ridiculous is that? I'm allowed to embargo them. I'm allowed to tell them you can't do business in the United States anymore. We want you out of here. But if I want to charge them $10, I can't do that. It's incorrect.
Thought
The
it was
decision's
$1.
incorrect. But it doesn't matter because we have very powerful alternatives that have been approved by this decision. They've been approved by the decision.
That didn't happen.
No.
Kavanaugh did say the thing. He reads it eventually, but Kavanaugh did say like there's other methods for the president to enact tariffs or whatever. But the problem again wasn't just that it was tariffs; it's the blanket tariffs and how they're attacks on the American people. And he's ignoring the whole ruling because of one sentence that Kavanaugh said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's up with this fucking lighting situation?
It's so you can't see how bad his face looks.
Oh my god. It makes it
So,
look so
so they're
worse,
doing all
though.
kinds of weird stuff. If you look at his face, they've like there's like some fake stuff going on there. There's like he's got like stuff pulling his skin to the like you can see
Mm-hmm.
look at the side of his mouth and then going up the side of his face, you can see like a line right there and it goes all the way up to his nose. And I know that
Mm-hmm.
there are creases in the face there, but like if you look back where the way his makeup goes, it looks like there's like they've got like there's some tape or something pulling his face to the side.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
yeah, there's that, but like, even with the makeup thing, how the fuck can anybody look at themselves in the mirror and think that looks good? He looks like a fucking raccoon.
dude, that there's totally something on his face. Look at it real
Yeah,
close. Yeah, there's definitely on from your point of view, your left.
yeah,
There's definitely something on the side of
yeah,
his face. Like
yeah.
you
It
can
wouldn't
see it.
surprise me.
There's a big square. Like you can see the line under his eye that goes to it too, and it's a sharp corner
Yeah,
by his nose and comes straight down beside his mouth. You can see it.
yeah.
I don't know what
Oh,
it is that they're doing. Like, I guess it's to keep the droop so that he doesn't look like. But I wonder how
yeah.
much like filler. I wonder
That
how much like clay they have to put on to make that.
like,
Like,
oh my god, no! They have to like bring in a fucking mortician to do that makeup. Apparently, I
yeah,
swear to God, like, yeah. I mean, it's, but that just reminded me of like, yeah, like he had a mass. He had either a stroke or like what the mini strokes back like on like in Labor Day, and if you remember like that picture, like his entire right face side of his face was drooping.
look, I'm not saying it's a fact that he has tape on his face, but to me, when I look at that, I immediately see that there's a difference between the two sides of his face, and
Mm-hmm.
it's that thing that's covered up with makeup that sticks out to me.
Yeah,
Like, because
yeah.
it's even a different color orange. It looks like it was colored with like crayons or something. Like,
Dude
it's.
cannot color match.
Anyway, all right. Sorry, conspiracy theory for me today. Um, more Trump.
For those that thought they had us. Should have gone the first time, but I read the language.
I think this is the crazy part.
I'm very good at reading language, and it read our way 100%, but now I'll go the way I could have gone originally, which is even stronger than our original choice.
So he says something about the way I should have gone, and then all that, and then the way we would have gone in the first place. He that whole. Let me just rewind it because that whole sentence doesn't make fucking sense.
No, it doesn't.
You have to hear it more. I should have just put a repeat in for this so that I didn't have to do it this way. But let's see where we're at here.
But if I want to charge them $10, I can't do that.
Oh, I went way
It's
back.
incorrect. Their decision, they've been approved by the decision for those that thought they had us.
All right, here it is.
Should have gone the first time, but I read the language. I'm very good at reading language, and it read our way 100%, but now I'll go the way I could have gone originally, which is even stronger than our original choice.
What the fuck
In
would that
actuality,
mean?
I,
uh,
oh my gosh.
I we should have gone. Uh, I'm very good at reading language, uh, but we'll just go the way we should have gone in the first place. Like what the fuck is he talking about? Like
He
what
knows
is
all the big
that?
words.
I know English is what he's trying to
Mhm.
say. Okay.
Like
why
it doesn't pass for like pre-K English at this point.
No.
while I am sure that they did not mean to do so, the Supreme Court's decision today made a president's ability to both regulate trade and impose tariffs more powerful and more crystal clear rather than less. I don't think they meant that. I'm sure they didn't.
All right. So one second here. Let me answer this. Joe, you've said that many times about Trump's face, and everybody agrees, but I still don't see what y'all are talking about. Sometime, can you take a zoomed in screenshot and circle it or point to it? Yeah, I will. I'll go in
Yeah.
and do that right after the show. It'll only take me a second. And I'll post it in Discord. How's that? All right. So I don't even know what he said there, honestly. Who
No,
cares?
no, no.
Something about the Supreme
Like
Court, and we can do what we want anyway.
it. I mean, like I said, like I've followed this guy for years, so even when he makes no fucking sense, I can usually figure out at least what he meant. No fucking idea here. None.
Yeah. 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 He's. It gets. I promise we get. It ends eventually, guys.
And he said, "Sir, I want to kiss you." I said, "Why?" I
Sir story.
said, "Because we were down to working 1 hour a week, and then you came in and imposed tariffs, and all of that foreign junk that they were dropping into our country stopped. And we're now going to double shifts, 7 days a week, and we may be very soon going to 24 hours around the clock, almost 7 days a week." He said, "Sir, I want to kiss you so badly." And I said, "No, thank you." But you know what? He just to finalize it, he said, "Oh, this is a great place."
You know, let me tell you some more bullshit while I'm at it.
He's fucking obsessed with kissing people. He's fucking obsessed with it.
Everybody thinks he's beautiful, and he so. You know, another star story of "Sir, I just want to kiss you. You're so you're the greatest person to ever live." What company was working 1 hour a week? Like, what a stupid thing to say. Like, it's just
Yeah.
not. Yeah. And he doesn't know anything about what the fuck he's talking about. So of course he says stupid things like that. Like they were literally they're working 1 hour a week, and now they're working 24 hours a day. Of course they are.
I
They were
mean,
working 1 hour, now they're working all the hours because he wanted to kiss you, sir.
oh my god.
Oh boy. I know that's not the reason because he wanted to kiss him. I'm just saying, like,
No,
uh,
no, like he's fucking obsessed with kissing people, and he's fucking
yeah,
obsessed with Arnold Palmer's schlong. So, like,
that's what the next
dude.
shirt's going to say: Arnold Palmer's hog, and have a picture of a pig. I'm going to put that on a shirt. Watch and see if I don't. It'll be out today.
Oh my god.
Go ahead. Maybe not.
Please don't give me more bad mental images of Trump. I do not need any more.
Yeah, we can do. You put a pig on it, and then you put Trump on there with a little heart over his head, and like a cartoon version, and um,
I
say
might need that.
Arnold Palmer's hog, and have Trump looking at it with a heart over his head.
I might need that injection of bleach he recommended during COVID.
But it would be a pig. Like, it would be a pig. I'm not, like.
I know, but I know what it is about him.
I
I
mean,
can
we
make
could put a big schlong on the shirt if you want, but I don't think.
Oh my god. Where's that bleach?
We're full of good ideas over here today. All right. When you get that face mask done, oh yeah.
In Georgia, he said, all up and down the highway. Same exact answer, sir. We're all going out of business. We're going to go bankrupt. We're all going out of business. And now every one of us are thriving, and we're hiring people like we haven't. He said, like I've never, and he's been in business for, I think, 45 years, like we've never hired before. That's because of tariffs. And we're going to keep it going the same way. And you're going to start to see the results in a year from now when all those factories start that are under construction right now. You see all the construction numbers are so good. Those construction workers are building factories that are going to be open, including not only AI, which is big.
It's AI. So, first of all, AI factories, while you spend some money building them, those don't really employ a whole bunch of people.
No.
Not what he's talking about doesn't. Now there are some AI developmental things and stuff that or at least they may employ a lot of people, but briefly. It's not something that keeps a large. Anyway, what the fuck ever. The he just threw AI in there because But he's talking
Yeah.
about manufacturing jobs, which are way, way down. Uh, manufacturing jobs are doing horrible in the United States. And
Yeah.
so,
I mean, they have been
oh
on
yeah,
the
they have been.
decline for like years. Which,
Right.
uh,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like it's like him trying to bring back the fucking coal industry. The coal industry is not ending because like, oh well, we want, because like it's been in decline for fucking years. So
Yeah.
like it's just kind of at the end of its lifetime as an industry, and
Oh
he's
yeah, yeah,
trying to bring it
yeah.
back. Like, what the fuck?
You couldn't. It doesn't matter what you do with coal. It's not
Yeah,
gonna.
it's
It's
like,
never gonna
yeah,
work.
it's like trying to bring back like travel with like horse
Steam
drawn
engines,
carriages or something. Yeah, like
which he's done too.
oh god, yeah, I forgot about that.
He wants
God,
steam engines in the battleships. Uh, oh boy. Uh,
wow.
all right.
Companies, Intel would be now the largest company. I saved Intel.
He saved
I
it.
literally saved it at the beginning of this administration. And now all those companies in Taiwan are building factories.
So look, I think he does believe he saved Intel because Intel was doing well because of the Chips Act passed by
Yeah.
Democrats, and so he's seen at the beginning of his presidency that Intel has continued to do well because of the
Mhm.
Chips Act, and he's like, oh, I must have done it because I was president when it happened.
Yeah, this is just like him coming in first week in office claiming the economy is great and he did it. Bitch, no, you
Yeah,
didn't. No,
yeah.
you fucking didn't. You have
Bitch,
fucking
please.
destroyed our economy in like a year. But of course, he's always, oh, all the good things are mine, all the bad things are Biden's. Like,
Yeah,
fuck off.
yeah, yeah. He's just. But also, like, there's this problem where it's like you won't hear Democrats even mention this. You may hear one or two, I guess, but
Yeah.
they're not even going to. Oh, Donald Trump just you know, took credit for this thing that we did that was very successful.
Yeah, which
Not a word of
is, yeah,
praise.
it's part of the whole, like, flood the zone shit. Is like he does so much other crazy shit that nobody's gonna be like, oh, he's saying he saved Intel. No, he didn't. No, there's all this other shit to focus on.
Well, he can't say the Democrats did it anyway because he's
Yeah.
already in everything he says they're the radical left. So
Mhm.
he can't now turn around and say that Democrats did something good because it doesn't fit that. So he has to say that, which makes him look stupid, by the way,
Sir, what
sir.
Sir,
That's the key word. Anytime he says "sir," here comes
sir.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's literally like a dead. Like, dude, playing poker with this guy
Yeah,
would be like the easiest fucking thing ever. All you have to do is wait for him to say "sir"
yeah.
and like just go all in.
You know, the Kings, they really love me. They said "sir."
I really love these aces, sir. I really love these aces.
And I'm sorry, I do a horrible Trump impression, but I'm having fun. So,
So do I. But
uh,
what you've done, nobody thought was possible. And Steve
impossible.
Moore, a highly respected economist, came into my office yesterday. He said, "You've done something nobody's ever done." 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics said we would right now be in a recession.
Guess who didn't win a Nobel Prize? This guy. All right.
And you said, no, we're going to have
no,
a
he won the
booming
FIFA prize.
country. We're going to have a booming
No.
country. You were right. All 22.
Yeah. No. He is the distinguished one and only FIFA Peace Prize holder. And he's also going to give himself a Medal of Honor. I'm pretty sure. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really do think he's going to do that. I don't think that was at all a joke. But yeah, he's been obsessed with awards the whole time. You think he's not going to give himself the highest military award because he's, the pedophile in chief? He's going to. All right.
You were wrong. And you were right.
Whoever the hell you're talking to, Lil, you tell them that you're going to have to stop because this is more important. All right. Don't make me go over and tell Seth, go outside and touch grass.
I swear to God, that was not said. That was something on my secular
I'm
talk
just
server.
I'm just playing. I'm just
I
playing.
do have like multiple things that I constantly have to try and stay on top of. So
I'm just messing with you. I don't at all care. Like it's not like we're doing like in-depth journalism here. So yeah, you go right ahead. I'm just messing with you. You're fun. Really. It was just a joke. Sorry.
Right. This country is booming.
By the way, if I had anything else to do, I'd be doing it right now too. Rather than listening to I bet everybody in the audience is like every time the video starts, they go back to what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And it's booming because of the election on November 5th. And it's booming for another reason. It's booming because of tariffs. Yeah, please, go ahead.
It's booming because of the tariffs. Didn't you know? Everything's great.
Oh
He
God.
said so. He said everything is booming and everybody's rich and we're getting ready to get our Doge checks and our tariff checks. And now, because the Supreme Court said he couldn't do tariffs are bigger and better now. And because he raised them. So he said here in this speech that he was going to raise them by 10% across the board. And he did them 15%. That was a straight fuck you to the Supreme Court. That's exactly what that was.
Oh yeah.
How dare you tell me I can't do something? Is what that was.
Yeah. When he was asked, is the Supreme Court still invited to the State of the Union? And he was like, yes, but barely. It's like, dude, fuck you. Oh my
Yeah. Well,
God.
since the word came up, let's go ahead and look at that real quick, and we come back to this. Let me get to the part where I have to do things to make the show work. So the State of the Union, right? I'm sorry that picture is so the perspective's all fucked up. Sorry. I just stuck it in there. But that is Tuesday, right? Tuesday night. And a bunch of members of Congress have said that they're not attending. They're going to go do other things. And like, there's been a lot of people like CNN and there's been a lot of things said by other folks on the left that it's like disrespectful to the office and that they should all go see the State of the Union and listen to Trump lie and slur and kiss his own ass. It'll be this speech all over again because that's the thing on his mind, the Supreme Court. Unless we bomb Iran by then. He may bomb Iran right before it so he can like claim this big victory.
I would either right before it or during. Like,
doesn't that sound reasonable? Like that's something he would do totally. Yeah.
Like, think about how insane this is. That we're thinking that he could possibly bomb Iran before this just so he can fucking brag about it.
Yeah.
Like, how fucking far has our politics gone off the goddamn rails?
Tell me, like what would you say? Let's straight epistemology this thing, okay? What would you say is the likelihood that he would do that just for that reason? Like the timing would be just for that reason. What do you think the likelihood is that that's happened?
I don't know of a like. I absolutely I can't say 100% obviously, but it would not. I can say this: it would not surprise me in the least. Like it wouldn't make me bat an eye. So
60%.
I would say, yeah, 60-70%. It just, and plus, it's just some fucking bullshit that he would do. Like, it's exactly some shit he would do.
Yeah,
so.
I think about the same. I think about 60-70% chance that if he if there in fact is going to be something happening in Iran, it'll happen right before this, so he can talk about how we destroyed everything and stopped Iran.
And yeah, like, I mean, of course, like, I mean, yeah, he would, because it's just, he loves to fucking brag about everything
Yeah.
and everything that he's doing.
My
And
camera almost fell on the floor.
I was about to say, we having problems
The,
there?
I think I'm going to start wearing sunglasses when I do these. This light kills my eyes. Anyway, that'd be pretty stupid because I'm like sitting in a dark room. So that probably wouldn't make sense. Anyway, um, yeah, Trump is a villain of tops. I mean, like I say, their incompetency
Mhm.
always outdoes their will to do evil, and it's the only thing that does. But I don't know on this one. You know, like does he go try to do something on Iran, totally botches it, and then celebrates it as at the State of the Union speech? Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. I may have to get on Kalshi later and put some money on that. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm not.
I mean,
But
even if you did, I think the odds are high enough that you wouldn't make that much.
no. It's probably that's probably the favorable position. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, so there's been these other organizations and stuff that are doing alternatives to the State of the Union that they'll be, and a lot of the Congress people. Let me get rid of this one so you can see it. Are going to attend. This one's State of the Swamp. I seen Glenn Kirshner plugging it earlier
Yeah.
today, and if you take a minute and read the names on that,
Mhm.
there's lots of representatives, lots of
Oh damn. Yeah. There's a
yeah.
lot. There's a lot of analysts too. By the way, anybody who does not know, Defiance.org is Miles Taylor's thing. He's the one who wrote the anonymous op-ed the first term.
Do you know? So he's doing a State of the Union thing too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like he's
I I
he
I,
actually had a TED talk come out a couple days ago that was actually pretty decent, talking
I,
about
I,
like dissidents and shit.
I should have I should have mentioned to you how I was going to present this. That way, you could have gotten me a screenshot of that because I actually think that not maybe not so much the one you mentioned, but this one and
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, yeah. The other one I didn't know that was Miles Taylor's thing until I just saw it, and I saw
Oh, this is it, right?
at the bottom. This is the Midas Touch one. The other one is the Defiance.org one.
Define sorrow. Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah.
You just that's what we were talking about. Um, so I actually think that this is not the greatest idea. Um, I think that, and I'm not. I'm. They shouldn't attend. I'm saying there's no reason for them to. They should boycott State of the Union address.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, but I just wish they would have been a little more organized and united on this, and they could have done an event where there would have been all of these people and a much larger
Yeah.
crowd than what was
I
watching
mean,
Trump, because that matters to him.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
I mean, like the State of the Union is not like, it's one of the biggest like political things of the year, obviously, but like not just a shit ton of people sit down and watch an entire fucking speech on something like this.
yeah. Well,
Like
also,
people
and they're
catch the
gonna,
highlights on the news.
because it's split up between multiples of these instead of
Yeah.
everybody watching one. Trump's going to beat them all in the ratings, and that's going to be he's going to bash them over the head with it, like that's Trump 101. Like
Mm-hmm.
and maybe he doesn't, maybe he doesn't, but I imagine because it's split up because these are big events and they're awesome. I'd love to go see any one of these, but
Yeah.
I think that if he does in fact beat him in the ratings, all of them, because
Yeah.
it's split up like this,
Uh-huh.
that he will make them pay for it in the media.
Yeah, they might try, but I mean, both of those are independent media, so
Yeah, he's not right. I'm just saying, like he's
yeah,
it'll still be millions of still, even though you beat them individually in the ratings, there was still way more people that preferred to watch something other than you. that'll still be the case, but he
Yeah.
won't say that part of it, obviously, because he's dishonest and he's an asshole and a pedophile.
Yeah.
All right.
And demented.
This is almost over, I promise.
Got to do what's right for the country. You got to do what's right for the Constitution. That's why I respect.
Yeah. Why do you think I stopped in that little clip? Like, you got to do what's right for the Constitution, folks. Trump said so.
I can't. I cannot. Oh my God, I can't.
He said it, though. So,
Projection alert.
yeah. Yeah, do what's right for the Constitution. While I stand here, the whole point of this speech is for me to tell you how I'm not going to listen to what the Supreme Court says, and I'm going to do what I want anyway. But follow the Constitution.
Yeah.
I think they wrote that in there. Somebody wrote that in.
Oh yeah. Oh, somebody wrote like the crazy thing about Trump is you can tell. Just because he's so fucking addled, you can tell what's been written and what has not.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is his actual speech and when is he just riffing? Like, it's super fucking easy to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And it's gotten much clearer the crazier that he's gotten.
Yeah.
Thank you, President Trump. So, since Liberation Day, there's about $175 billion in tariff revenue that is now in limbo. Do you have to refund $175 billion?
Think of it, Peter. Very fair question. They take months and months to write an opinion, and they don't even discuss that point. We've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars, not millions, hundreds of billions of dollars. And so I said, well, what happens to all the money that we took in? It wasn't discussed. Wouldn't you think they would have put one sentence in?
All right.
You have to give it fucking back.
Money that was acquired from the American people illegally is what the problem is here. They didn't tell us what to do with money that we stole illegally. Yeah. I like that it makes that noise whenever we get a super chat now. So
yeah, I was just like, what the hell? That's cool.
Thank you, Jester, for the $2 super chat. That's why I respect already lying sans pronoun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as the fucking Sir stories.
Yeah.
You know he's fucking lying when he says that.
You know he's gonna say some bullshit afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like you're really in the middle of you causing what is essentially a huge constitutional problem here. Like in the middle of it, you're like, oh yeah, you got to follow the Constitution. Just the fact that he said that says that it was obviously a problem that needed to be addressed here. Like he wouldn't even use the word Constitution otherwise, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But
In there.
oh, by the way, all we have now is the news people asking him questions, so it's not as bad.
Yay!
I mean, he says crazier things in a shorter amount of time, but it's not as long.
Saying that keep the money or don't keep the money, right? I guess it has to get litigated for the next 2 years. So they write this terrible, defective decision, totally defective. It's almost like not written by smart people. And what they do, they don't even talk about that. Your question is very basic. That was the first question I asked also to make you feel good. They said, what about all the money that we've taken in? Sir, they don't discuss that.
I'm
How
sure
crazy
he did.
is that?
I'm sure that was his first question,
Mm-hmm.
What about the money? Do I get to keep it?
It ain't your fucking money.
Are you saying that you don't plan to honor refunds for companies that file for them?
I just told you the answer, right? I told you the answer. It's not discussed. We'll end up being in court for the next 5 years.
Yeah. He's going to say I spent the money and he's going to, yeah, and it's over. Like, no, we're not giving anybody any money back. Why would we give back the money we took illegally unless
exactly.
Unless we were sued for it and they won. And even then, like, I don't listen to what the court says anyway. So
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah, like we knew this entire fucking time that there was going to be a point where he was just going to say, "Fuck the courts, we're going to do what we want."
Yeah.
But
And now he's like, oh, well, they can litigate it.
it's
In,
still
in a
yeah.
speech where he's talking about not listening to the courts.
Yeah, exactly. Even though we knew that this was coming at some point, it's still like it is still a fucking terrible thing that he's not doing that.
Yeah.
Like that he's not listening to courts. Like it's just yeah, all right, well, here we are. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the worst thing for him to do in this speech, all right, because he's saying the Supreme Court's incorrect and we have other avenues and all that, and to do the exact same thing they're saying we can't do.
Yeah.
He should have never said the word Constitution or talked about any of litigating anything, because the whole point here is to say, well, the court said I couldn't do it, but I'm going to anyway. So he's saying, yeah, go ahead and take me to court, because he doesn't give a shit. That's why he said it so arrogantly. They're like, what the fuck are you going to do? Sorry. I think Trump's, I think they need to 25 him or whatever needs to happen.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Several of Republicans in Congress have supported this decision by the Supreme Court, and Hakeem Jeffries, the Democratic leader, has called you a wannabe king. Why wouldn't
him a low IQ?
But why wouldn't
he doesn't even know? And I watched him the other day interview. The guy doesn't even know what a tariff is.
But there's been bipartisan criticism.
No,
You
not
didn't even know who
bipartisan.
Hakeem Jeffries was. He didn't even know who he was. He's like, yes, Chuck Schumer came by with a very nice man.
Yeah. Is that the brown guy that came to my office? Is he here illegally? I bet he was born somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah.
He was a very nice man.
Yeah.
And that,
And I don't, I'm not a big Hakeem Jeffries
no,
fan.
neither am I. At all.
I think that
I
think that there's a few members of Congress, a very few, that are actually, care about what they're doing, and that goes for both sides of the aisle. Now, all of those people that care about trying to make it better, I think there's people on the right that care about what they're doing, but it's because of evil intentions. But yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, we're almost done.
Several Republicans have said that.
Yeah,
a few people. Wouldn't you just work with Congress to come up with a plan?
I don't have to
push.
There it is. Not only does he not have to obey the Supreme Court, he doesn't need approval from Congress for anything either. He just said so. He said both of those things in this speech now. He said he can do whatever he wants. And he doesn't have to listen to the Supreme Court, and he doesn't have to ask Congress for anything. I don't think it could be much clearer that this is an authoritarian now. Like he has just said that I don't care. I don't need them. I can do what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, I keep hoping that there's some people in Congress that still have a spine, and at the very least, like, this is one of the few things that kind of surprised me about Mitch McConnell with this shit, is he has always been all like, the Congress is a Congress, we are our own branch of government, we are co-equal, and yeah, that's all gone out the window at this point, so.
Yeah, we'll just stop watching Trump there. I think that's a perfect place to end it, with him saying he doesn't have to get approval from Congress. My internet is being messy. I think Evie Mux is having some problems today too, AJ. There's that. Because my internet's way fast enough to be able to do this. Well, my computer sucks, but it's enough that I shouldn't be having the specific problems I'm having. Anyway, we got a few minutes left, and I don't care if we wrap up early. I'm not sending it anywhere else. It doesn't have to go to 2 exactly or 3, 2 hours exactly, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sorry. But For those of you that hung in there through that, you're tough.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You guys are tough. You're made of the right stuff.
Uh-huh.
But
Dude's fucking monkers. Like
yeah,
he's
it's
and
time.
I'm still honestly I'm still shocked that the Republicans are still falling in line behind him as much as they are. Because here's the thing: even if they're scared of his base, right? After and they're like, well, I need the mega base to win the election. But the thing is after they've won their primary, those mega guys are not gonna fucking vote for a fucking Democrat. They're
Yeah,
not gonna fucking do it. So who the fuck else are they gonna vote for? Like at this point, you got nothing. Like there's, I mean, I guess they can go and not vote, but these people are so like wrapped up with MAGA that I wouldn't be surprised if they're just like, fuck it, I'm voting for the Republican anyway.
yeah.
But like these fuckers need to get some spine. Holy
Oh
shit.
no, I mean, I think there's going to be I would say the majority of votes around party lines, whether it be Republican or Democrat, are just they're going to vote straight Republican or Democrat every time. That's what their family's done. That's what they're expected to do. I think that a big majority of both sides of the vote are that way. I think it's worse among Republicans because with those Republican values come things like white supremacy and so some other stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's unfortunate. I think that most Americans, don't know the three branches of government. They don't know how anything in
No.
government works. They know that Trump gets on there and says hundreds of billions of dollars, and I'm going to give everybody money, and you're not going to have to pay taxes, and everything's going to be great.
Yeah, like it's absolutely shocked me that there's some people in my family who are of like my mom's generation, so they're in their 70s and like getting close to their 80s and all that now, of the basic government shit I have to explain to them. And
Yeah.
I'm like, like I knew this shit when I was like in 3rd grade because of fucking Schoolhouse Rock. I mean,
Yeah, no, right.
like how the fuck do they not know this?
The
And
Bill song is awesome, by the way.
yeah, yeah, that's actually exactly what I was thinking of.
I'm just a
And
Bill. Yeah, I'm sorry.
and it
On
now,
Capitol
oh
Hill.
God, God
No,
damn
I'm
it.
not going to do it again. Sorry.
Oh, what scares the fuck out of me is these people don't know how basic government functions work, and they're fucking voting. This is
Yeah.
exactly why I'm completely against mandatory voting, because I don't want people who do not know what the fuck they are doing being forced to cast a ballot for somebody.
I thought you were going to break out a rap there for a second. Uh,
No,
the
I cannot rap.
it sounded like it was coming. The Anyway, I'm just messing with you. The Yeah. So the only so I'll just my final thoughts here about that, and then you can say whatever you want to say, and we'll get out of here. I think that George Carlin said that when you think about the average person, average person, that guy's a fucking idiot, right? And most people are dumber than him. I think that is the perfect take on it. And the thing is, though, is like, and I started to say this earlier, even the like poor meth head down on the corner here in Ashland, like even that motherfucker knows how much money he has, and he knows it's going to cost him more to eat and more to do anything. And people see that, and they're not falling for this bullshit. And they understand now that taxes or tariffs are taxes on the American people. They get it, and that's why this is so unpopular. But
yeah, which I mean, he has had a habit of, if something is super unpopular, he either quietly backs off at it or he reverses course. The fact that he has got to know how unpopular this shit is, and he is like quadrupling down at this point, is fucking insanity.
Yeah. All right.
Craziness.
I'm going to work because my car isn't paid off and walking that far isn't in the card. But I'm still advocating for us building an exfil commune for the people in exile commune for the people. I don't know what that's supposed to say.
It's to say that everybody's talked about getting land in like Canada or something and building a tiny house commune for like people in the community.
I see. I see. All right. Well, uh, the only thing that I want to mention is, let's see, do I still have that on here? Let me go look real quick. Nope. Um, the only thing that I want to mention is, hey, everybody come and watch Thursday's show at 1 p.m. R and Raw is going to be here to talk to us about some political stuff. I'm going to purposely like gear some of the stuff towards some questions and stuff that we want to ask him, so that you can get his take on these things and why he's an atheist content creator who covers a lot of political things. That connective tissue between the two areas of activism and all that stuff. So, Aaron's been around for a while. He's been here before. I've done other panels with Aaron and other places a few different times, and Aaron is he should be a really awesome person to have come on and talk politics with. It should be a really great show.
Psyched about that.
Yeah,
I'm psyched about it.
And I will get some of the most ridiculous comments I can just to get him going.
That should not be hard, though. Speaking of Kip.
Yeah. If you guys have some questions that you would like to hear asked to Aaron, or you want to, you can definitely send them during the show. And obviously, with Aaron coming on, there may be more viewers. There may not. I don't know. Probably not really. It'd probably be about the same amount of viewers. But obviously, if you want to ask questions during the show and stuff, a super chat's the best way to get it seen. But aside from that, if you go like on my Discord and go to the Politicality thing and submit any questions you'd like us to ask Aaron or whatever, we will pull those up during the show and ask them. So do that on my Discord server. Politicality, you'll find it. But that's all I got. What do you got to say, Lil?
Please stop the craziness. Oh my God. This is going to be a long 3 years.
Bye.
Bye, guys.